right. Well, let's close our eyes. Relax. Make sure your body is comfortable. And it helps to take 5, 6 deep cleansing breaths as a way to let go of busyness of the day. So by focusing on the breath for a bit, we are somehow taking an elevator from the mind level, the top waves on the surface of the water. They are endless. So instead of trying to solve problems or figure out or deal with stuff, it's a time to take a little vacation from all that. Just being aware of the breath, allowing it to be deep. And gradually transitioning into being aware, being conscious of the here and now. By keeping the attention on the breath, actually it's like using the breath as an anchor into the present, because we have this strong practiced tendency to not be fully in the moment, always somewhere else, some other time, something to be rehashed or anticipated. So noticing the breath in and out, it's like we are tying ourselves to the mast of a ship. And even if there are thoughts, it's normal that there are thoughts, images of the day or random, irrational things. The approach is to notice them as trains passing through the station, but we don't hop on. We watch these thoughts, images, sounds in the head. We watch them, but not get too interested in them, or we don't allow them to develop into a story. Initially, for some of us, this may seem like an effort, just because we are so used to being checked out. But with more practice and interest, it can be a certain relief, like, okay. Taking refuge in the present moment, taking refuge in being aware. What we are aware of is less important than the experience of being aware. I tend to use watching the breath just for a few minutes as a transition, although there are other meditation techniques that one can just watch the breath for hours. And there are benefits to that, but I recommend to use this awareness of breathing just for a little bit. And then we can open the aperture of our awareness to include more things, being open to the fullness of our experiencing. Including in your noticing these three realms: the mental, with thoughts and images; the world, with the eyes closed, the world appears to awareness as simply sounds. And then the body. And in the body, this realm contains functional sensations, like sensations of the contact with the chair, the floor, or any other bodily sensations, as well as our emotions. The pure emotion is some type of energy, some tightness, some contraction, some throbbing, some heaviness somewhere in the chest, belly, and throat. So we simply welcome all the flow of perception, this ongoing, ever-changing appearances. We watch them without trying to change them, control them, without judging what we observe or without trying to figure out. Just wordlessly being present to all these phenomena. And one thing to remember is to include all the three realms in your awareing, not just thoughts. Notice the body, these tensions, this whatever is there, thoughts, the inner body, and the world. We are present to them on an equal footing. Another important thing to keep in mind about meditating or awareing is if there's any discomfort in your emotional body, in your body, if there's any discomfort, if there's physical discomfort connected to the posture, or then feel free to change it. That's not a problem. Make sure the body is comfortable. However, if there is an emotional discomfort, energetic discomfort, then these ones it's important to welcome them completely, which means to let go trying to do anything about it, let go trying to change it, and observe it, but not hyper focus on it. Yeah, some contraction here, there's the traffic, the breeze. My teacher has this metaphor of observing this inner phenomena as a scientist, a good scientist, a well-paid scientist that is just watching some interesting creature on a deserted island. A real scientist is not going to mess with the little creature. Just watch it, but don't interfere. That's the approach towards emotions, feelings, sensations appearing to awareness. Also, this stance, this attitude of benevolent indifference towards what we observe. We don't try to keep it. If it's unpleasurable energy arising, we don't try to keep it. If there's something unpleasant, we don't try to get rid of it. Another important thing is about these thoughts, the realm of mental perceptions. Here it's a little tricky in a way that if we simply allow this to be happening, we'll just be daydreaming all the time. We'll be lost in stories in the past, in the future. So we are absent actually. We are absorbed in what's not happening. And so as far as this realm of thought, the attitude is to watch them, not try to suppress them. We watch it, but we don't follow it. And if we do that, you will notice that with a little practice, that particular thought about the work or that particular thing that the mind suggests you to think about this, if we just watch it and not get involved, it will just collapse. And for all of us, it's very natural to keep, in spite of our best efforts, we keep waking up, realizing, oh man, I was checked out thinking about these things for last like 3 minutes or 20 seconds, and allowing the thoughts to tie to each other and make a story, and we're off with them. So that's natural. You are not, that's a natural state for humanity. And the practice is each time you catch yourself in daydreaming, let it go, bring yourself back to here and now, being present to the fullness of the now. One other thing it's important to watch for, there's some sense of expectation or some sense of wanting to make something happen, maybe to attain a higher state or reach something that you read in a book, reach enlightenment or reach something, go somewhere. So if you notice any sense of expectation or goal, or any sense of striving too much, just notice that, and if you can just relax, just let it go. And you may even notice that that striving, it's actually some contraction somewhere in the body. You simply observe that. You're not trying to reach a special state. We are exploring our inner experiencing. And so for some of us, it's, we can be reminded to relax the jaw, relax the eyeballs, relax the face. You might not realize, but there are all these chronic contractions there. And so here, so far, we've been noticing or being interested in this phenomena. Phenomena is all of that which comes and goes. Sounds, thoughts, sensations. They are just bubbling up for a moment and then they fade away. None of them stays forever. It's what Buddha called impermanence. Impermanence is not just at the level of the body aging and our cars breaking down and people dying. It's actually right now. Impermanence is just noticing that these phenomena, they are coming and going, arising and passing. Which means that they are not who we really are. Because thoughts come, feelings go, but there's something that remains, something that is there all throughout. So this is called, we use words, it's called the noumenal. Phenomena is that which comes and goes, that which appears, and then this is part of our experience. So we are practicing this ability to watch without getting lost in the phenomena. But there's a bigger aspect of our experience, which is the noumena, which is that in which the phenomena appears. And the noumena is that which doesn't come and go. It's that which is aware right now of this voice, that which is aware of traffic, of tightness in the gut. 99% of humanity is oblivious to this aspect of ourselves. It's not just a washing machine of thoughts and feelings all the time. There is that which is aware. So turn your interest away from thoughts and feelings and sounds and just be curious and look. And without trying to answer mentally, you can use this question to point your looking in that direction. Ask yourself, what is aware right now? I repeat, this question is not meant to be answered like in school. So even if the mind says, oh yeah, it's your spirit or your aware presence, that's a thought, doesn't help. Use the question to wordlessly look. What is aware of the breath right now? What is aware of voices in the head? Some other pointer to help with this is to tune into the sense of I am. Not the I, Mihai, am. No, but like something is here perceiving. The Zen, they call it the isness. Existingness, existing. Noticing the sense of being. Noticing the sense of your own presence. The noumenal is that which is aware, but also is that in which the thoughts and feelings and sounds appear. That's why in some traditions they use some metaphors like the movie screen. So you have a movie, and actually all throughout the movie there are images, characters, they are all the time appearing and disappearing, but they all appear onto the screen. And actually we are not noticing the screen because it's not fun and nobody told us. imagine that this screen, usually there's a screen of the movie, and then there's a spectator of the screen. But in our actual experience, it's like the screen is a magical screen. It's an aware, alive screen. So imagine that the screen is aware that it is. It's aware of its own existence and aware of all the images coming and going in it. And the zombies in the movie, and the drama, and the tears, they are not affecting the screen a bit. Now, coming back to us, many sages from various spiritual traditions, they are confirming this, and we don't believe it, but we are trying to be open and verify. Whatever it is that is aware right now, it's aware, and everything appears in this aware field. And contrary to popular beliefs, no trauma from childhood, no adverse event, no suffering, no feeling has ever scratched or hurt this which is aware right now. Now, an important thing is that when we hear these thoughts, when I heard this stuff, I would be gung-ho, okay, let's be aware of my awareness. Let's be aware of my presence. I'll go about it. And it was like, I couldn't find it. I couldn't pinpoint it. Say, oh yeah, that's it. I got it. This is the presence. I grabbed it. So this aware presence, which is hearing these words, is the only thing that cannot be pinpointed. We cannot say, ah, here it is. We cannot pinpoint it in the same way we pinpoint phenomena. You know, like a thought has a beginning and an end, there's an image, sensation is distinct, sound is distinct. But this presence is formless, shapeless, colorless, no beginning and no end as far as we're aware of, invisible. So we can't really be aware of our presence, of our being, in the same way we are aware of thoughts and feelings. However, there is another channel. There is another channel through which we can tune into what we really are as being. But what helps is to, when we try to be aware of being aware, we need to not focus attention. So I encourage you all to open the attention, let go of focusing into anything. Just like, you know, if you try to see the screen, you stop focusing on the image. And simply notice this open, empty, aware background. And simply allow yourself to be. In the Zen tradition, or I don't know if they call it like that, but it was translated as emptiness. There's emptiness. That's true in a way that it's empty because it's that in which thoughts appear and that in which images appear. It's empty, yet it's not nothing. That's why I like, as a teacher, we call it emptyfulness. So it's empty, however, it's alive, it's awake, it's perceiving. The mind, the thoughts, they cannot perceive our being. Just like the character in the movie cannot be aware of the screen. However, although we can't pinpoint this beingness, however, we are it. That's the good news. The good news is we are it. We can never be removed from it, even when we feel very much constricted and suffering. Presence is still there, below the contraction. Zen master said that if you sit in meditation in order to attain enlightenment or attain something, you are wasting your time. He said, we sit in meditation in order to experience our true nature, not to attain something. So we meditate in order to experience what we really are, this called true nature, the experience of our aware being. For the last couple of minutes, just do nothing. Allow all phenomena to unfold in this aware spaciousness. Just allow yourself to be. We are not the thoughts. The thoughts, the comments, the judgments, anything as a thought appears to you. The thought appear to you, you are aware of the thought. The you is the real nature.